Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Jasmine, and welcome to another weekly weigh-in vlog. For any of you who might be new here, I have been on a weight loss journey using the GLP-1 medication Tirzepatide for the past 14 months now. I started on January 1st of 2024 and I am down right around 120 pounds. I do my injection days and weigh-in days on Thursdays, and so today is Thursday, February the 27th. Let's go ahead and get right into our weigh-in. Last Thursday, February the 20th, I had weighed in at 220.6. As of this morning, February the 27th, I weighed in at 220.6. So that is a total loss of 0 pounds for the week, and that brings my overall loss to 123.2 pounds. I'm not gonna hold you guys, like, I was a little bit disappointed with this morning's weigh-in. However, I will admit that last night for dinner we did get golden chick, and so I know there's a ton of sodium in that, and maybe I'm holding on to sodium, holding on to water. I hope that's the case, because I feel like this is one of those weeks where I feel like I did everything right. Like, I tracked every day, I drank all the water, I stayed in my calorie deficit, I worked out my usual workout 5 days, a week, and so I really thought the scale would move this week, and it did not. And sometimes it just be like that though. Like, sometimes there are weeks where I feel like I kind of went a little crazy and had a cheat day or whatever, what have you, and then I will drop like 2 or 3 pounds somehow. And then there's weeks where I feel like I am doing everything correctly and the scale does not move, or it goes up in the opposite direction. It can be incredibly frustrating. I will say for the past 2 weeks though, I have been going down, and last week I did lose like 3 pounds, so I feel like overall it evens out. I'm not too upset about it, but I'll admit it's annoying. Moving right along to side effects for the week. Let me see if I wrote any down. For Saturday the 22nd, I wrote down I was having some nausea in the evening. Also on Monday the 24th, I was having mild nausea in the afternoon, and actually that mild nausea turned into some like not so mild nausea towards the end of the afternoon. Like, it went on for a good little bit, and I don't know why or where that even came from, because honestly I have not had a ton of nausea for this entire journey, so I don't know why. I haven't changed anything, so it's been kind of weird that I've been having little bouts of nausea here lately. And I will also say this morning I woke up with some pretty intense hunger pains, which I battle with those on and off again frequently. I haven't been having them for a while, but obviously today's shot day. I take my shots in the evenings, so I'll wait till tonight to take my shot, and usually by like day 5 through 7 the medication is not working as effectively as it is in the beginning of the week. So this is typically when I will start having the hunger pains and whatnot. I am currently on 9 milligrams of Tirzepatide. I am kind of trying to just really take my time getting up to that 10 milligram dose, mainly for financial reasons, just to try and stretch it out as long as I can, because this medication is hella expensive. It just is, and I am paying out of pocket, and so that's the main reason. But also because I know that if something's working for me, it's working for me, and I want to get the most use out of it that I can. I will say I've been on the 9 milligrams for about 2 or maybe 3 weeks now, and I have definitely noticed a difference. Like, there has been a significant improvement in the food noise, especially days like 2 through 4-ish, 5 of my after taking the injection. I definitely feel like it has done a better job of controlling some of that food noise and some of the cravings that were starting to kind of creep back up on me when I was on the 7.5 dose. So I do feel like the 9 milligrams is working for me right now. But that was all of my side effects for the week. So getting into non-scale victory for the week. So I live on the top of a hill, like it's a pretty steep hill, and our mailbox is like attached to like a bunch of other mailboxes like down at the end of the street basically. And so typically I will just drive my car to go check the mail, but the other day my daughter, we bought her a little like cozy coupe, one of those toy cars that the kids can sit in and stuff, and it has like a handle on the back so you can push them, and she absolutely loves the thing. But in the past I would have a really hard time like taking her for walks, like going down our driveway, down the hill to the end of the street, and then coming back up especially was incredibly difficult for me. In fact, at my heaviest, I really didn't do it. Like I really did it maybe once or twice that I can think of when I was a lot heavier, and I would have to like stop midway up the street because my back would just start killing me, and also because I just couldn't breathe. So the other day on a whim, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take my daughter to go check the mail in her car. So I did just that. We got in her car and I pushed her down, no problem. And then coming back up the hill, to my surprise, because mind you, I haven't even attempted this in quite a while, I had no issues at all. I did not have to stop. I was not even winded when we got to the top of the hill to my driveway. And I remember like in the past I would be kind of low-key embarrassed because like we live in a cul-de-sac, so there's other houses around, and I in my mind back then was just thinking everyone's looking out their window just staring at me, look like, you know, a fool out here, like not able to breathe coming up this hill. And that is what used to go through my mind. So naturally, whenever I was coming up, you know, like it was nothing, not even having to stop for a rest, I just felt really good about that. I felt like I have redeemed myself, because at one point maybe my neighbors thought that I was just this out of shape fat bitch, and now not so much, you know. So yeah, that was kind of a cool non-scale victory, and it just, those are the little things that honestly are what make this journey worth it, you know. Being able to take my daughter for a walk outside without any issues, without it being a chore, without it being just difficult, without me being out of breath, like being able to just do stuff with her, be active, and it's all worth it. So when I share about my GLP-1 journey here and on my TikTok account, one thing I often get asked by people is, where can I get on GLP-1 medication? Where can I get it prescribed to me from? Where do I get it prescribed to me from? And for the entirety of my journey, I have been going to a local weight loss clinic where I live. They do not offer telehealth services, and so I always have kind of felt bad because I'm not able to like direct people in any direction with that, really. Which brings me to my next point. I am super happy to announce that I have partnered up with ShedRx. They are a telehealth company that prescribes GLP-1 medications, Tirzepatide and semaglutide, and they're even prescribing some of the newer ones, I believe, but the name brand versions of those. They offer name brand as well as compounded medications, as well as drops and lozenges, and even some supplements and just all kinds of stuff. And so I was super excited when they reached out to me and wanted to partner up with me. And so today I'm just gonna be going over what I received in the mail from them, because I did go through the whole process of signing up on their website so that I could kind of talk about it and just show you guys what it's like going through them. Obviously, there are a ton of different telehealth providers nowadays that prescribe GLP-1 medications, and they're all a little bit different. This one, I believe, is a little bit newer. I had not heard about them prior to them reaching out to me, but my experience so far has been phenomenal. Honestly, it has been the easiest process to get my Tirzepatide in hand. So first, I'm just gonna kind of go over what I got delivered in the mail. So I will say I signed up through their website and got approved and everything. I placed my order on a Wednesday. My medication was delivered on ice, mind you, that following Saturday. So the turnaround time for delivery was super fast. They also did give me a tracking number for it, so that was super cool. But this is what came in my package. So they first of all send you a pack of insulin syringes, which you will need if you are on compounded medication. They also even sent some alcohol wipes, which is very convenient. And then they sent a bunch of inserts, just a bunch of pamphlets with information, which I think is super great, especially if you're someone that's fairly new to GLP-1 medications. They sent just a whole bunch of little inserts that kind of walk you through the steps for injecting. They even have a little scanner code thing. I think those are called QRS codes. I don't know. They have one of those that you can scan, and it actually takes you to a video showing you exactly how to self-administer the medication, which I thought was really cool. This is just a pamphlet from the actual pharmacy that compounds the medication. They use Strive Pharmacy, and it has my information on it. That's why I'm not showing the front to y'all, but this just kind of has more detailed information about the medication itself. The Tirzepatide is compounded with glycine and B12, which I looked up glycine because I had not heard about that before, and apparently it is a building block for proteins. And then the B12 I know is pretty common. A lot of places use that to compound, and that just helps with some of the fatigue you can get from being on a GLP-1. And I know that the local pharmacy that I have been using, they also compound with B12, so I know that's pretty common. This is also just a little pamphlet from the pharmacy itself, just kind of giving you, again, a bunch of instructions on how to inject and how to draw up the medication, how and what to do with the needle afterwards, and all of that good stuff. And so yeah, it comes with a ton of information. And then we have the medication itself. It came in this nice little insulated package. I'm not going to show you this side because it has more information on it, but this is the vial that it came with. And like I said, it was delivered on ice, so it was nice and cool when I got it, which is very convenient. One thing that I really liked about ShedRx when signing up is that it was just super quick and easy to get started. So when you first go onto their website to sign up, it will take you through a series of questions, including just some of your basic health history, like your height, your weight, your goal weight, any medications you might be on, any medical diagnoses you might have, your allergies, and also if you've ever taken GLP-1s in the past. And then once you get all of the questions answered and submitted, they are sent over to a prescriber who will review everything. And I believe the website said it takes anywhere from 24 to 72 hours maybe to get approval from the prescriber. My approval was super quick. It literally turned around like in less than 24 hours I got approved, and then at that point I was able to actually place my order for my medication. And when you're placing the order, it does also give you options if you want to do certain add-ons. So one thing that I thought was really cool is they do offer ondansetron, which is the generic form of Zofran, which is a prescription medication for nausea. So if you are someone that you know you struggle with nausea on a GLP-1, or you think you might, That's super cool that they have it there, that they can prescribe it for you. They also offer coaching, one-on-one coaching, which the coaching is also free if you sign up for their upgraded VIP membership. And I know that with the VIP membership, it also comes along with other things like a nutrition plan, texting support with your coach and stuff like that. They also offer an upcharge if you want expedited shipping for $15. You can get that. And then they also have options if you want to add on some of their supplements, which they were very kind and did send me a few of their supplements to try, and I am currently in the process of trying those, so I'll likely do a separate video talking about those once I've tried them for a little bit longer. That is kind of just the whole process. And then, like I said, I sent in my order on a Wednesday. It was delivered the following Saturday. I did not have to have a face-to-face interaction with a provider. I know certain telehealth companies do require that, and I'm not sure. I think there might be requirements for that in certain states. I'm not sure on the actual logistics of it, but I know for certain in Texas, at least, you do not have to have a face-to-face interaction with a provider. But yeah, overall, my experience going through their website and getting my medication and everything was super fast and convenient. And I did reach out to them with a question for customer support, and they do not have live calls from what I understand. I wasn't able to find like a phone number you can actually call, like a live representative, but they do have texting customer service support, and that I actually got a very quick response on with the question I had, and they were very responsive and quick with it, so I feel like that was also a good thing. Like their customer service seems to be pretty good. Another thing that I saw is that you are able to use an FSA or HSA account to buy your medication if you have one of those, so that is a tax advantage if you are lucky enough to have one. I don't have one, but that I thought was pretty cool. And they also do offer a Facebook community group if you are on Facebook and wanting to connect with other people who are in the ShedRx program. They also have that available. I don't have Facebook, so I didn't sign up for that, but I just thought that was pretty cool. So far, like I said though, I am really happy working with ShedRx, and I am excited to be able to finally like have an actual telehealth provider that I can refer people to whenever they ask me, you know, how can I get started. I'm excited to have a direction to point people in. And so that being said, if you are interested in starting a GLP-1, or if you're just interested in trying a different telehealth provider to get your medication, they did offer me a link that you can use. It'll get you $50 off your first purchase of your GLP-1. As far as pricing goes, the pricing starts at $199 for their semaglutide and $299 for their Tirzepatide. So if you use my link, you'll get $50 off of that. Other than that, guys, I don't really have much else to talk about in today's video. Like I said, I am still testing out some of their supplements, so I'll be sure to touch on those in another video. I think for this week's emoji, let's see. For this week's emoji, we are gonna do a little injection needle thing. So if you made it this far, leave one of those down in the comments to let me know. And other than that, guys, I appreciate y'all as always. I will see y'all in my next one.